Thank you for joining us, Peter. Tell us, who was it you actually played in the Hammer Dracula films?
The part I played of Van Helsing. No, I was 12 stone 6.
Not quite the same thing as Rambo.
Well, I don't really think that that's got much to do with it, Christopher, to be totally honest with you. It's more the portrayal of the role, rather than the actual physicality, I'd expect. It was such a groundbreaking film as such, and so many respected actors around you. What is it that you feel got you through the audition stage?
Hairy legs.
Well, yes, I have to admit they really are quite a splendid pair. I'm sure that you got quite a lot of comments back then.
Still do today. Really were magnificent. No, I loved them.
So, Christopher, I understand that Peter is rather proud of his hairy legs.
That kind of publicity you cannot buy.
Have you ever showed your legs, Christopher?
About 9 or 10 years ago, I'm actually in Hugh Hefner's house, and that's another story in itself.
Ah, and how would you describe people's reaction to them?
Utter disaster.
Really?
It was awkward. It's every man for himself.
No, I think the trouble with dear old Chris, you see, is he's mother's little girl.
I think fantasy is better than reality. I wanted to be a singer.
A singer? Yes, well, lovely. Anyway, Peter.
I still think I should have been one, although they were prepared to give me the lessons, and it was at a time in my career when I just simply couldn't afford it. Bold shot!
Whoa, pardon?
Bold shot! Be a big shot!
Really?
You swine mit der Wein!
Yes, well, what was that from?
I don't know, the drink song. Yeah, that one, yes.
I remember Vincent Price once telling me that there was a time when he was changing his costume and you accidentally walked into the changing room and saw him, well, to all intents and purposes, in the buff.
This sounds like a strange thing to say, but it's true. My eyes began to glaze over. It's every man for himself.
Well, I can very well believe that, but especially what with Vincent Price being such a raconteur, I'm surprised he had quite a bit to say about it.
It was awkward. You can't get away.
But did he manage to cover his modesty when you inadvertently walked in?
For lack of better word, it's what you don't see rather than what you do see. People do want to see them. And I looked at him and I said, the audience is certainly going to get bored. Be a big shot! He looked at me with a horrified look. I enjoyed it, and I was getting bored. In other words, fine for me, because I was 5 minutes from the golf course.